Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Against the Call. It's episode 24. We have a lot to talk about today. We are joined with Austin Camden, former UCF football player. We are happy to have him on today. After that, we'll have NBA All-Star recap, talking about the skills competition, three-point, the game, and the dunk contest. It'll be followed by start bench cut, the Mount Rushmore of best dunkers of the year. I mean, of all time. Sorry. NBA games of the week. In the air, should athletes in the All Star games actually try the countdown and end it off draft day with best actors? So let's just get right into it. What's up, Austin? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, guys. How about yourself?
Doing great. Great.
Doing great. You're doing
Glad
great.
to have you on.
What you guys need to know is Austin Camden. He's a UCF class of 2021 football player as well as student. Play defensive tackle. You also host Confessions of a College Walk-On. Is that correct?
Yes, that is.
Just start off by telling us a little bit about that. Like, how's that podcast going for you?
So I really haven't gotten too far into it like I would want to. The idea actually started last year during the bowl prep week against Florida in the Gasparilla Bowl. Myself and my roommate at the time, Noah Hancock, I got a quick little GoPro video and I was like, "Hey, let's do confessions of a college athlete." Just like be like, "Hey, what do you want to like? How do you want to tell your story? What were some of the memories? What do you think you wish you could change? And then what is also some advice you can give to the next generation?" And that was the idea how it started. And then, with me coming back for a sixth year, which I didn't think I'd get, I was like, oh, maybe I can make this kind of a NIL transitional thing, try to get some sponsorship and be able to pay the guests that come on, with some stuff. And so that's really how it's going. I think I got like 5 or 6 episodes out. Trying to crank on them, but it's hard trying to find time between training, my actual job and kind of managing somewhat of a social life with my friends here in town.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's hard to get that balance going, but also we noticed in your Twitter bio, you also do a little bit of Twitch streaming. We see Iceman underscore Kim.
Yeah, so I do. I have a setup. Like I built my own PC and then I upgraded it probably about 8 months ago. And then I do some Twitch streaming, not much, but I'm gonna try to get back into that. Yeah, I'm also on a Twitter space. I'm like the first Space Nights athlete, I think it is, with Austin Heff and Steven and RBJ and stuff. So it's really cool with those. Just I love community involvement and interaction. That's just what I kind of live for. So
Yeah, with the Space Nights thing, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
yeah, so originally it was started, when Twitter introduced Spaces as like an open source kind of forum thing, just to talk. Uh, this gentleman by the name of Austin Heff was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get some guys together, and I'm just gonna go talk about UCF sports." And then, Stephen Leonard popped in, then RBJ, and then it kind of just built up a small little following. I started tuning in a little bit because I saw like, oh, cool, this is interesting. Um, and then I just kept coming back and just being a regular guest. And then I approached him like, "Hey guys, you wanna do like a sponsored athlete kind of thing?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm not getting paid or anything, and you're not making any money from this, so let's just go ahead and have some fun with it." And then yeah, so it's great community involvement, interaction. We got not only football, but we had Chloe Evans a couple weeks ago, right before softball started up here. We've had basketball players, we've had UCF commits, we had Christy Malzahn and Coach Malzahn on at one point. It's always just been fun to hear everybody interact with each other, to say the least.
That's
That is
awesome,
awesome.
dude.
That is awesome. But
Mike.
one of my questions I did have for you was, what's it like being a walk-on athlete at a D1 college?
Dude, it is uh clear and honestly, it sucks. Like it really does. But like you're gonna experience some hard work no matter what, even in every single like facet of life. But if I put the hardest work behind me already, the rest of my life's gonna be so much easier. Uh, you're basically paying, of course, to play the sport that you love in college. um, with a chance of maybe seeing the field or even getting a scholarship. And luckily, in my case, I got to see the field a decent amount. Um, a couple years prior, and then I retired after last year, which was funny because I had that whole retirement video. You could probably search through my Twitter and stuff, and it's still there. And then I got a call last February to come back and get put on scholarship and just play my 6th season as a senior, and it was just crazy. Out like being a walk on sucks, but it's probably one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had, and will carry through to the rest of my life. Like all the blood, sweat, and tears that were shed for the UCF program and for my brothers to just make them better. It's just unbelievable to see. I mean, I've seen future probably first round Hall of Famers, Gabe Davis, and just see them blossom and just the hard work. And I got to see Kenzie play before his injury. I got to run scout team defense and try to chase after him before his injury and stuff. And it's just been, every little bit of it has been the most rewarding experience in my entire life.
That's incredible.
Awesome,
yeah, man. Another question I have is do you have any really cool stories from on the field and off, not even or?
So this year, I didn't expect to be on field goal. Here's a funny story. I didn't expect to be on field goal, but I ended up getting put on field goal. We talk so much trash. It's not even funny on field goal. I'll hear people go, 92, I'm gonna run through you. I'm like, sure. You wanna play some Red Rover? Is that what you're trying to do? And they'll go F you. I'll just be like, but I still love you though. And it's just a mental game, and it throws them off. And then they come off the ball, and I said, I thought you were gonna be a little bit harder than that. You're just soft as my grandma there. I told one guy, man, you hit about as hard as my grandfather, and he's dead. I do have a dead grandfather at some point, so it is true. But it was, at least at the time, it was funny because one of my teammates heard and he started laughing too. Probably one of my most memorable experiences, my first week actually being on the team with 2017 year. I was playing tight end with Shaquem Griffin, and I was supposed to come. I was it was split zone, so I'm supposed to come and kick out the end defender. The end defender just happened to be Shaquem. He put me on my ass, literally just flat on my back, and just told me, you better be running full speed if you think you're going to hit me out of the way. And I didn't realize, I didn't ask the speed. I just kind of went 75%. I found out pretty quickly that, if you're going to play scout team O, you're 100% all the way every play of the day. Yeah. I hit him a couple times pretty good, but not to knock him off balance. But yeah, it's one of the instant memories. Bam, I got put on my ass first week. And then I got another funny memory. Well, two funny memories. Mo Bamba was really, really big on our team in 2018, just ridiculously big. I got a video that popped up on my Snapchat memories in the random section a couple of days ago, and it's us playing Mo Bamba in the locker room after we had won our 3rd or 4th game in 2018, and everyone's dancing and losing their mind. We got one of our guys on our ping pong table eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, dancing. One guy comes out from the shower buck naked with soap and just is dancing. I'm like, what is going on? But then another memory is Jake Hescock in 2019, after we had lost to Pitt. We had a hole in one of the walls in the locker room for 2 years. Then they patched it up. Jake Hescock comes in the locker room after practice and goes, I know why we effing lost. The hole's not here. Puts on his helmet, just runs his helmet through the wall again. And so for the same thing, the 2 years prior, to cover it up, we put a poster over it. And it was there the rest of the year.
That is awesome.
Great. What was the poster of?
I don't know. I think it was the poster we gave out at FanFest that year. I forgot. It would have been funny if it was like the same poster from what is it? Shoot, it's that one movie with Morgan Freeman and they're in a prison and the guy has to like tunnel through the wall and crawl through crap.
Like
Shawshank Redemption. There it is.
Oh yeah, great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
fantastic movie. Now, you said that you went from you were playing a little bit of tight end. So what made the switch from tight end to defensive tackle?
So it was actually I changed three positions technically in while I was at UCF. So I started as tight end because when I walked on, I told Coach Beckton, Coach, I don't care like what you want me to play. What do you need right now? And I'll go play that. And he said, I need a tight end. I was like, I'll go play tight end for you. So in that spring when they had left and Hypo had can't come on, I was working with the tight ends for the first about month before we got into agility stuff with the rest of the team. So I was running routes every week, like twice a week, doing weights with my tight end group and stuff like that. And then Coach Shannon had recognized me from a Florida camp I went to 2 years prior during the summer. And he says, Camden, right? I'm like, I was like, yes, sir. I met you at a Florida camp a couple years ago. He goes, yeah, I remember you were playing linebacker. I was like, yes, sir. No, just ended up didn't go there. He's like, oh, I'm kind of glad you didn't now that I got you here. Would you think about transferring to defense? I told coach, whatever the team needs, I'm there. I just want to be I want to be able to help. So, I said that a week and a half later, we're warming up to do our agility drills. And he pulls me as like the tight ends are going. He walks up and he said, hey, so what are you about thinking transferring to DN for me? I was like, do we need DNs? And he said, yeah. I was like, sure. When do you want me to go? He's like, right now. So he runs me over to where the DNs are warming up. I hop in their line, get introduced to Coach Burnham and Coach Scott, who was an assistant for Burnham. And he goes, well, we'll see how you do. I was like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? So then I went through agilities, kind of held my own and stuff, but it was kind of an easy transfer because I was the leader of my defensive squad for like all the entirety of my high school career outside of my freshman year playing quarterback. So, that's where I ended up being. And then, stuff happened where it's like, okay, these guys are faster than you, but you're stronger and bigger than them. So, I need you to play inside and we can play at DN sometimes too. So I ended up just playing D tackle to make it easy. I learned everything on the D line. You got to be versatile and be able to get plays where you can.
Now, what was your favorite position playing?
For UCF D tackle? That's just overall, like in my entire career, I liked playing linebacker in high school. Just because we would do at lineman at the time, we had what we call voodoo calls. So we like fake like we were going up, like four of us would go up and like all four of us would drop back at the same time and kind of time it up right to where it looked like we were all full out blitz the entire way through. And there's a couple times where like the guard or the center would go toward the guy, my down lineman, to make it easier for me, like my nose tackle or my three tech, and I would just go straight up and hit the crap out of the quarterback. I think I caused like 2 or 3 forced fumbles that way in my senior year, so it was a lot of fun.
Wow, yeah. Now you also played in the Hula Bowl, correct?
Yeah, that was a crazy story in general. I'm not gonna lie. Like I got called.
What about that, man?
I got called I think it was like 3:52 that Friday. Said some guy called me up and he's like, hey, is this Awesome Camden? I was like, yeah, who is this? He's like, oh, this is so and so with the Hula Bowl. I was like, oh, okay, what's up? What's going on? And he was like, yeah, we had a couple guys go down over the course of the week with injuries. Do you think you can play tomorrow? I was like, I haven't put on cleats in 3 weeks. What the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, yeah, so I mean, you're local in town, right? I was like, yes, sir. And I was like, let me make some calls. Let me call you back and like give me like an hour. I called my work immediately and went, "Hey, can I get tomorrow off? I got to play in a game." I'm like, "What do you mean you got to play in a game?" Like, I just got asked to play in an all-star game.
Yeah.
Why the hell not? And I go, "Okay, cool. No, well, you're good." So they gave me the day off. I think it was with pay too, so that was plus.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Wow. Okay.
so yeah, they gave me the day off. I called my mom, be like, I was like, "Hey, so just got called to be in the hula bowl," and then she went, "Oh, did you say yes?" I'm like, "Yeah." So yeah, so called my mom, called all the a couple of the called most of my family, called Alex Ward, and then I called Montalvo asking him like, "Hey, what's all this situation, this, that, and the third?" And Ward said, "Hey, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be doing something else." So I was like, "Okay, cool. I guess I'll see you when I see you." And then, you know, I got there the next day. Oh yeah, I had to call Conrad. I think his name was Conrad. I had to call him back. I ended up calling him like 2 hours later. I was like, "I forgot to call you back, but yeah, I could do it." And he said, "Awesome." Um, so made sure called Brad to get my helmet, had everything ready for me, went down to their team hotel down there on 50. And then, hopped on the bus, came up to UCF, got dressed, warmed up for the team in the white, and then played for the team in the blue.
Wow. All
The
right.
weirdest thing ever. 10 minutes before the game, "Hey, we need you to be on the other team." What? So packed up all my stuff, ran over, got changed. They were doing the national anthem when I walked out of the tunnel. So I'm like 10 feet away from the actual like ending of the concrete for the tunnel. I'm underneath the awning, like hidden against a wall because I'm like, I came out here in the middle of I'm not walking on the field until this thing's over. So
You had a lot
I
of like
come,
insider report though. You could like
yeah,
tell the other team what they've been practicing and stuff. So
yeah. I was like, literally, they're like, "Hey, we're running over and under defense. That's it." I was like, "That's easy enough. I played 4 down for the entirety of my career. Let's go." Um, yeah. So again, I get out of the tunnel, run down to the sidelines, put my helmet on. Montalvo goes, "Camden, what the hell are you doing here?" I was like, "Well, I was on the other team and now I'm on yours." And he just went, "All right, cool, works for me." We played with like 6 defensive linemen the entire game. Um, like one of the DNs would rotate in with D tackle. I ended up playing like 50 some odd snaps, which is more snaps than I played on regular defense the entirety of the season. Um, so it was kind of funny. I made a couple plays too. I think they credited me with a sack or a TFL, one of the two. Um, and then I made a couple like no gain tackles. So like it was a really fun experience, just really, really last minute. And that kind of made me think like, it's maybe my entire career at UCF is kind of last minute. So this just fits in just right.
yeah, the icing on the cake right there.
Oh yeah.
No, that's awesome. Now, did your team end up winning?
No,
Okay.
we lost by like a field goal or something like that.
All
It was
right.
like 13-16 or something.
It doesn't matter. It's just a hula bowl.
It doesn't matter. It's just an all-star game. And the fun part is I got a pair of slides out of it, so it was fun. They're
Oh,
called
okay.
like oofs or something like that. They're like 70 or 80 bucks. So it's like, oh, free slides, sure. Sign me up.
No, on top of that, I mean, that's obviously a super cool game that you were able to play in, being an all-star game. That's tremendous achievement right there. Now, playing at UCF, what was probably your favorite game to have played in for the UCF Knights?
So at UCF, probably my favorite game that I was on the sidelines for was 2018 Cincinnati, because those doors were jumping in the locker room, like kicking out probably like 2 or 3 feet because everyone was going nuts. Um, and then probably playing is actually that I think it was 2018 when the first time we had South Carolina State. Um, just because at that time my grandfather was pretty sick and we didn't know if he was gonna make it the entirety of the season. So Coach Burnham, we were up like 40 or something like that on South Carolina State. Coach Burnham looked at me and said, "Hey, is your grandfather here?" I was like, "No, he's watching at home though." And he said, "Get in." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Um, and then I made a couple good disruptions. Missed a pretty easy TFL, but I was crying because like I had done something that nobody in my family had done since the 80s, which is playing an actual college game. So I called my grandfather immediately after. He was crying too. So uh, that is probably the most memorable part of it.
A great story.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, sure.
One of my questions I had for you, said like you met the Gabe Davis and stuff. Who's like one of the any other big players you played against or met while you're at UCF?
Uh, dude, we've played like Sauce Gardner. I think went to Cincy, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, he's another he's another good player.
Yeah,
To
he's
say
really
the
good.
least. I think he was also playing kickoff in 20. I think he was on kickoff 2021, and he hit the absolute living crap out of me because that game on KOR, the whole thing was like, okay, so you're gonna leave the guy who we number as number 4. Why the hell open, Austin? Your job is to drop back, spy him, and knock the shit out of him. And I was like, you're fucking kidding me. So I had to go full speed. I think I went full speed at him or somebody else, but they absolutely hit the living shit out of me one time, and like I was not ready for it though. That first one, I was like, I have a headache now, even with my mouse speed. I was like, I didn't even hit with my head, and I have a headache. What's going on? The whiplash was real. So, yeah, no, that's probably him off the top of my head easily. I mean, we just played against Kurt Warner's son this past year, so we'll see how he is in a couple years. But yeah, like the best overall person I played against or with is got to be Gabe. Um, just off the top of my head, that I've had more experience with. I mean, Shaquem Griffin, like, it was something else too. I don't think he got that too well of a reception in the NFL. That's just opinionated on that case. But no, Gabe was always catching like he's probably catching 50 balls from the jugs machine before practice, and then after practice, probably catching another 150 on top of the reps that he was already doing in practice.
Wow. Dedication right there.
Oh, dedication to his craft, and it's paying off at the Bills. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, Austin, you work as a neuro exercise specialist. I got that
yes.
from your bio. Thank you for putting that there. But would you ever consider, things like XFL, CFL, or USFL?
So honestly, like I'm gonna train for pro day. I'm gonna try to have a really good pro day and see where that what happens with that. But yeah, so I do work as a neuro exercise specialist doing adaptive exercise and training, and that's where my passion is. Football. I think Shaquem. I'm bringing up him again. He said it pretty well. The NFL is Plan B. The rest of my life is really Plan A. So if the chance occurs to where I end up getting the opportunity to go to one of the leagues. I mean, shoot, arena football is coming back, so you might see me play for the Preds every so often.
Be awesome though.
It would be funny. I think I would do that just because I grew up watching the Preds too and going to games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if the Guardians called me up and was like, "Hey, we want you, to play," I'd give it at least a season and an opportunity just to say like, "Hey, I did it." Nothing's really stopping me from fully diving into it. I just want to make sure, that I can take care of my responsibilities and not leave them go to the wayside.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Now, what did you study in college?
So I studied sports and exercise science. It has now transferred to the name of kinesiology. Kinesiology is just the study of movement and how the human body adapts with it. It's kind of right up my alley. Um, I started a master's program in kinesiology. I just haven't finished it just yet. I use that on a daily basis when it comes down to my job.
Yeah. Another question would be talking about like the biggest game, stuff like that. couldn't help but notice like you got to carry that War on I-4 trophy, which is really awesome to see. Now, can you give us a little bit of insight into that overall rivalry between UCF and USF? And we're not going to have it for a little bit anymore, so just tell us what it was like being on that field, dealing with those fans, like the two fans under there.
Yeah, so shoot. That rivalry is something else. Like I wasn't really born into it, but as soon as I got on campus, that was like one of the major games that one of the older guys had told me about. Like, hey, like we lost to them last year, but we're not doing this again. I was like, okay, cool. I'll train my butt off to make sure I'm gonna give you the best look possible. That 17 game nail biter.
Oh yeah,
Just
Oh, yeah,
absolute
that
nail
was-
biter.
yeah.
The 18 game was we won, but it was kind of like, did we really win? Just because Kenzie went down and stuff, And then the rest of the time it's like let's just beat the crap out of them. Like so it's one more game in the season before we go to either we're off for a week or we go to the championship game. Let's just kick the crap out of them. And then yeah, I've never really liked them. I always made fun of them even in like middle school and high school.
yeah.
I kind of sort of born into it at that point. It's like you're one of the campuses, you're one of the only schools in the state of Florida that doesn't have an on-campus stadium. What is wrong with you? That's how I felt about it. So it was just
Yeah, even FIU has one.
yeah, it was just born hatred at that point.
Yeah, exactly. No, but like, man, are there ever any like hecklers like from like USF fans in the crowd?
Oh, I mean, every single stadium has their own hecklers, and depending on where the away team sits to where the student section was, FAU had the student section right behind the away team's sidelines.
Low-key smart.
So we didn't have like at USF, we didn't have too many hecklers from them. And then even like when we played them at Raymond James, and then when we played them at UCF, of course, our own sidelines behind us, nobody's really heckling us too much. But yeah, I mean, there's hecklers from all over the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tulanes were funny this year too. Just thought about that.
Yeah. What happened with them?
No, we Alex Ward had some girls try to call him. She'd be like, "What's your number? 32." And it was funny it's funny to see. I turned red at one point and said, "Stop yelling at my man like that. If you got a problem, you gotta go through me." And you just throw people off with these random comments, and they make you question, like, is that person okay? And it's just make everyone question, like, be Sammy from Blue Mountain State at all times. Just be weirder than the person across from you. It's even funnier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The weird make it weirder.
Yeah.
No, with that, you did get to mention that you played under Coach Heupel and you played under Coach Malzahn. Now, can you give us a little bit of insight about like what it was like being under both of those head coaches?
I still played under Frost. I just didn't see the field much. I didn't see the field at all that year because it was my redshirt year. Yeah. So, like Frost, in my mind, was more like a CEO. Like that's what he did really well. He would spend time with the offense and spend time with the defense, and hop back and forth between the two to make sure everything was ran the way he wanted them to. And he trusted his coaches to be like, "I know what you're doing. I believe in what you're doing, so I'm gonna let you coach and actually do the stuff that needs to get taught." In Heupel's system, he was like Danny White in that case was the CEO, and Heupel was a vice president, and Coach Shannon was a vice president. There's no like intermingling. He wouldn't like Heupel wouldn't come over and check on the defense, see how they were doing. He would just stay with offense, and that's all he would manage. Didn't check on the defense, didn't see anything like that, and that's just like maybe that different coaching style just didn't sit very well with me. the treatment of the walk-ons was definitely better under Frost versus Heupel. Um, they both had their coaching styles, both had their ups and downs in that situation. But yeah, and then off the field, Heupel was a good guy. On the field, I couldn't really get that sometimes. The same kind of thing. His business side was a little bit weirder, in my mind, than Frost. And then going on to Malzahn, like Malzahn was almost the same kind of, hey, I'm going to stay with the offense full time. But he would more focus on the quarterback specifically, like not really the offense as a whole. And he would come over and check on the defense for probably like a period, which is like maybe 5 minutes, depending on what the day is, and then you go back to the offense.
Oh, okay.
But he trusted T. Will to do his thing and coach, and that was really good in that case.
Yeah.
Sorry, my girlfriend just got home. I was trying to mute myself so you guys didn't hear that conversation.
You're fine, no problem.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I totally know what it's like to have a girlfriend, so it's fun.
Yeah, so yeah, that was just kind of like the coaching differences and stuff. And I think Coach Malzahn is going to lean more toward a kind of being a CEO and making sure like the offensive coordinator is going to take care of the offense, defensive coordinator is going to take care of the defense, and he's going to hop between the two, because I thought that worked better. You got to have faith in your coaches to do what they're doing, because that's what you hired them to do. You can state your overall plan and modify it as needed, but ultimately, like, the coaches are the ones that are fully going to coach. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know where I was trying to go with that.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're overall saying. And it's cool that you get to play under these guys, especially Coach Malzahn, national championship winner, so that's definitely got to be very, very cool. And you've had the chance you said that you were like on a podcast with him, right?
Yeah, I was on the Space Nights thing with him.
Okay. Yeah. So that's definitely very, very cool. So, Michael, do you have any more questions for Austin?
I do have one more. When you were on the walk-on, did you think you were going to make the team?
When I was a walk-on, did I think I was going to make the team?
When you tried out and everything, did you think you were going
to make it? The funny part is I never tried out for the team. I was a preferred walk-on. So I already got a spot before I even got to college. My head coach from my high school team called, one of the recruiting coaches, or called Coach Beckton and said, hey, I got a guy who wants to play football. He's a good kid, hard worker, but he doesn't have a school to go to. He's going to apply to UCF for the heck of it. Do you mind, taking him on? And I applied to UCF, and Coach Beckton called me within like a week and a half of me submitting an application and say, hey, do you want to walk on? I said, yeah, sure. Might as well. I put it in my entrance essay real quick. And they said, okay, cool. You've been accepted into the UCF. Make sure you take care of everything. We'll see you in summer B. I was like, okay, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, dude, that's awesome, man.
That is
preferred walk on, even have to try out. Like that. He's like that, guys. Love it. So, Austin, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us here. It's been so awesome having you on, getting that insight, especially from a walk on. Now, for all the listeners, definitely make sure you check out his podcast, Confessions of a College Walk On. It's a very great listen. And also check him out on Twitch. I don't know whenever he'll be back. Maybe, I don't know what games you've been playing. Maybe you've been playing some Call of Duty.
Honestly, when I was streaming a lot during summer, it was a lot of Elden Ring. I'll probably end up doing some Call of Duty with my teammates. And then I'm pretty big into Destiny 2 because of my high school buddies, because we used to play Halo together too. So
have you been looking at the Hogwarts Legacy game at all?
Yes, I have, and I get paid on Thursday, and I might be getting it. I haven't decided yet.
All right, that's perfect, man. So, Michael, you got anything else you want to say?
That's it for me, man.
Yeah. So Austin, man, thank you so much for joining once again. And we hope to have you on in the future, especially as the UCF baseball season comes around. Maybe get your little insight on that as well. But other than that, thank you, man.
Appreciate you guys and everything, and hopefully the rest of the podcast is good.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Everyone, that was Austin Camden. Make sure you go check out his podcast. But we're gonna head right into NBA All-Star recap. This weekend was pretty cool. It was a pretty good weekend. Not their best All-Star weekend, but still very interesting to watch. Let's just start with the skills competition. Last year they changed it a little bit. It was weird. They made like teams with it. This year Team Jazz won. I'm guessing I'm guessing it's with the wherever the All-Star state it's in is like that team is gonna have it like a mini team of 3.
Okay.
So like it was Team Jazz, which had Jordan Clarkson, Walker Kessler, Colin Sexton versus Team Antetokounmpo. Drew Holiday actually played for Giannis because he was hurt. And then his 2 brothers, Thomas and Alex, and then Team Rooks with Paolo, Jabari Smith, and Jaden Ivey.
Oh yeah, I saw that the Rooks were struggling.
Yeah, the Rooks like they could not hit field goals.
Oh
dude.
yeah, I saw that on TikTok, bro.
They were struggling hard.
Man.
But Paolo being like, he's like, they're all Jaden Ivey, Paolo, they're all very good. I don't know why they were doing so.
It was
ass.
just in the moment, bro. Like it just folded.
Yeah, they were trying. They were trying.
Oh man, didn't Pablo scored though?
Paolo,
He scored the only points,
yeah,
right?
I'm pretty sure Paolo scored.
Little.
Oh, man, they did not show their skills in that skills comp. You get it? You get it?
I get it. Hey, but on top of that, man, like, what's next? The dunk contest?
Yeah, the dunk contest. They had the white boy showed hops.
Dude, I love this because it shows that white people could also jump.
It did,
and I'm so happy to. Yeah, I'm so happy for that.
Yeah,
man.
Mac McClung, he won. The dunk contest is not like it used to be, dude. These dunks weren't that good. He did have good. Mac McClung had the best dunks. Like I think
He did.
Interesting.
Who was the guy that just did like a basic dump and then he had like a 50?
Dude, like
that
that
was-
was so.
What was the 54? Was it like his
to show
score?
like, that was a 50 dunk. Like
Oh,
50 score dunk.
He failed to open it, and then on
Yeah,
top
like,
of that, he failed to grab it with the other arm. And on
and
top
then you
of
ripped it like also you ripped the
Yeah,
corner.
he ripped it wrong.
yeah, it really was a basic dunk. And then I got to see like the opposite angle of it, and then everybody just didn't react at all, and it just goes the crowd goes mild.
It was so like you couldn't open it either. It was just like a simple envelope to open. He was like, oh man, this
A
is
for
live
effort.
TV.
A for effort though.
Shit, this is embarrassing.
And then he still got like a 49.2 or
Bro,
something on
These
it.
judges, dude, that was not a 40. That's like a 30.
They have the curve on it, so it's whatever.
They
They
never
curved the score.
they never do any scores below 30 anymore.
Like, dude, what happened? Like dunking over cars, over DJs, spinning mascots, a drone drop of a bat. Dude, like what happened to those? Like, come
Then
on.
this one we get, oh, a dude 3D printed a basketball. Okay, I don't like what does that matter? Like it's cool to
Whoa.
like do it over a car or something. Like I don't
I
know.
can already see our comments. You go do a dunk. You go do a dunk on that, bro. You go do.
I could dunk on like a 3-foot like rim. So.
On a 3
No,
foot.
but like they're professional athletes. They're in the dunk contest. It's meant for cool dunks,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Eric-
on top of that, I saw this TikTok the other day that was pretty much like sums it up. Like we should just switch this, like have the dunk contest. I guess you can like definitely keep it, but add a one-on-one.
That would be cool. 1-on-1 comp,
Yeah,
like like a little tournament type thing.
that too. Yeah, and then you could see that we could see like and then we could see like LeBron versus Luca and stuff like that, and like you could do different rules like 1 dribble, 3 dribbles,
Yeah, like 3
That would be-
dribbles.
score
like
up to 5.
king of the if it's not a term like a king of the court type thing.
That would be nice.
That would be
that would
sick.
actually be like better than 1v1 in my opinion. Because it'll just like
Just
yeah.
have a line. There's like of players in line.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh, that
really
would be
just
nice.
like it's really risk free. Like you're risking more dunking, honestly,
Yeah.
than you
Yeah,
are
unless they
doing that
bring
simple
back like unless these dunk or they get like big. It sucks that these big players won't play in the dunk contest. Like imagine John Morant, LeBron James. I
Zion.
mean, Aaron Gordon's like I would say him in
I
dunking.
mean,
'cause
it's
he's like a
because
really
if
flashy
they
dunker.
Levine.
lose, they think they're gonna like it's gonna mess their reputation up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't see that they would though.
I know, but it's just
If they're facing like big other dunkers, like it just
Yeah, exactly. Then what does it matter?
I
Like
don't know.
that won't
I mean,
affect.
like when he got LeBron James, it like all right. Let's say if LeBron James played right and he lost to who won,
Mac McClung.
bro. That
But
would like
Mac wouldn't
that.
be in it if it was like the big name. It would be
I
like
know,
John
but I'm just saying,
Morant.
like theoretically speaking, if LeBron was in it and he lost to like this some random white guy that plays in the G League,
I mean, if
that
Yeah, I
would
mean,
be
it wouldn't
kinda-
really matter as long as he had better dunks.
he had better dunks, then like he deserved it. Like who could LeBron? I don't think he's petty like that. Like,
No, I mean, no, I don't.
On top of that, how
No,
could you say, "Oh, that ruins his reputation" whenever he just had the scoring record? Like that doesn't
no, I'm not
matter.
saying it would. I'm not saying it would. I'm just talking about like players.
his
I just
ego
used
or
him as
something.
a not his ego. I'm just going by like players. Like I just threw LeBron
Yeah.
out there just to throw him out there because he's the biggest name.
Yeah,
But I don't know because
but
there's
like
some players that have egos like that though.
yeah, Aaron. I saw this is Aaron Gordon when the voting was going on. It's like he tried to blackmail his way in. It's like, yo, I'll do the junk contest again. Just vote me in. Just vote me in. No one voted him in.
That's funny.
Like, nah, we're good.
What team does he even play for now?
He plays for the Nuggets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I do want to see like he had one of the best dunk contests. I loved watching him in the dunk contest. It was so cool.
Snub
He got
too.
robbed every time, though. He kept getting robbed.
Yeah, one was to Zach Levine, and who was the other one to?
McCall Bridges.
Oh yeah, that was the worst one. Like Zach Levine was kind of understood, but
Yeah, but like McCall, like don't get me wrong, McCall is like he's a good dunker. He had good dunk, but Aaron Gordon won that, dude.
yeah,
Isn't
Come
that
on.
like when like the spinning
Yeah,
mascot?
he had the spinning
did it?
mascot that one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of he always came up with good like ideas for dunks.
yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
liked about Aaron Gordon. But other than the dunk contest, there was the 3-point contest. Damian Lillard won. I always liked watching that.
I do too. I didn't get a chance to
Yeah, I
watch.
didn't get a chance to watch it this year. It was kind of disappointing. They had a lot of big names: Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, Laurie Markkinen, Buddy Hield, Tyler Hero, Tyrese Halliburton. All these players, huge names, and Dame won. He finally won something.
On top of that, speaking of Julius Randle, he was kind of like thrown into the 3-point contest, and there's
Like
a video of
a
his
few days.
yeah, there's a video of his kid just like crying every time like seeing Julius Randle shoot the shot. The kid just looks so sad. And, like
Bro, Dad, why you even join, dude? Why'd you even join?
it's so good, bro.
But other than that, there is the All-Star game. The game I watched that last night. I did enjoy it. Jason Tatum, he broke the MVP All-Star game scoring record with 55 points.
He had to do it after the trophy was named after Kobe.
Yep.
To do it.
Yep. But Boston boys had a show out game. Jalen, it's always fun as a Boston fan seeing like Jalen Brown versus Tatum, but I don't want to see that anywhere else other than the All-Star game.
We'll see in a year or two.
Oh God, I hope not, dude. I really hope not. But he had 30 points as well with 14 rebounds, I believe. Giannis played like not even a full minute.
Yeah, he just
got
hopped
it.
on.
He got his point and dipped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet like I put him in for my parlay too,
It's
and
because,
it got rebooted. So
yeah, it's because he didn't want to like he's just coming back from like a small injury. He didn't want
Right.
to get hurt. LeBron got taken out because he almost injured his hand.
I thought
yeah.
he did. I thought
It
he
wasn't
like
that bad.
broke
Like he just
his-
like it
Oh,
was
he
like
just
the
jammed.
it was
Did
like
he
the
just?
it wasn't even. He was like in the middle of his finger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Like,
thought he like either jammed it or broke
no,
it.
he was fine. He looked at it and shaked it off, but he didn't. After that, just not
Yeah,
even no
I
point.
mean, yeah, it's
But yeah, Luca barely played. Like he didn't. Not Luca. Who was it? No, it was Luca. He didn't do as much. I thought I thought it was gonna be Tatum or Luca. With my brother, we thought one of them would be MVPs, but Luca didn't show it as much. I did like seeing Jokic. They picked like last, even though he's like second to last in the starters.
Even though he's number one in MVP race right now.
Yeah, number one MVP. He's 2 times straight MVP winner.
that's funny.
He was not going last. He
That-
got
that
up
had-
and went
that
to
had to
walk
be,
to
like-
LeBron's like, you're picking me right now.
Yeah, that had to be like an unwritten like thing that they said at like before. They're like, hey, we're gonna pick this guy last
Dude,
just to
like,
fuck with them. Yeah.
I mean, he's not like a flashy player, but like statistics wise, he's the best player in the league. Like, he's
Yeah, he is.
good, just not flashy.
And did you see the thing with LeBron calling Luka Doncic Hookah Doncic?
Hookah Doncic.
Yeah, he did that on purpose, bro. He did that on purpose. There's no hiding that. He definitely did
For real, bro.
that.
But there was, speaking not All-Star game, but big news happened in NBA. A new big threes formed
Oh
in
yeah,
LA.
new big three. Yeah, sure.
Hey, Ball George and Russ are back together along with Kawhi.
Yeah, because they got really far in the playoffs when they played together the first time. First
Hey,
few.
now adding Kawhi, bro. Adding Kawhi.
Hey, they had Carmelo whenever Carmelo was
I
still
thought the
decent.
I thought the trade deadline
But
was
Kawhi's
over.
Kawhi. No, he didn't get traded. He got his contract got bought out and
Oh, okay.
he signed with the Clippers.
Okay, yeah.
So he didn't have to move.
That's
Man
funny.
didn't want to move. He just can stay in his LA
Yeah.
home.
Hey, that's gonna be a super fun game now, though. Lakers versus Clippers.
Yeah.
For
Clippers are like they're already good. And I think I really like Russ. I really hope for the best with him. But I really hope he
yeah,
has a good
same
year.
here, but I don't think he's gonna do that well.
I don't know if he's gonna do that well. I think he'll be averaging at least 18 points per game.
He's out of his prime, like completely, and it's just trending downwards every year. I feel.
Yeah, it sucks. But hopefully he shows out. Hopefully he shows out. But yeah, that's all I got to say for the All-Star game recap.
All right.
But we're gonna move on to start bench cut. We have 2 start bench cuts here today. The first one, we're gonna go Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, and Ja Morant. And the second one after that, we'll have Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. I try to think of like some that are really hard. I think these are good start bench cuts for today.
Yeah, bro, this is hard, and you got to do this to me with this freaking jaw thing, man. You had to throw him in there, like.
Yeah, I think I was trying to think of young players, stars, and I think these are the 3 best young players.
All right,
Who
Michael,
wants
go.
to go? Me go first?
Yeah, go.
All right. So this is hard, honestly. I'm gonna go bench for no, I'm gonna cut first. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut Jaw. I'm gonna cut Jaw Morant. I'm gonna bench Luka Doncic and I'm gonna start Jason Tatum. Jason's doing the best of the 3 of them this year. Uh I'm sorry, he is.
Yeah.
I think it's Jason Tatum and Luka are like they're this close in my opinion. I just chose Jason Tatum because I think he's having a better year and he's a Celtic, so a little biased. But I think Jaw is literally right behind them. He's having a great year himself, leading that Grizzlies team. This is I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna do start Tatum, bench Luca, cut Jaw.
All right, John.
Yeah, I got practically the same thing you got, just switched. I got start Luca, bench Tatum, and cut Jaw.
Okay,
So I don't know too much about basketball, so I can't explain
that's
why.
valid. I
But
can see why.
yeah,
All right,
So-
so start Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Luka is the triple double machine, bro. He's better than Tatum. He is actually better than Tatum. I think that it's the like there's like a little gap between them, but Luka is better. I that's just my opinion, stat wise too. But on top of that, bench Jason Tatum. I can't put Jaw up in there because Jason Tatum is 5th in MVP voting and Luka Doncic is 4th. I looked at this before we started, and Jaw is like 8th. And on top of that, Jaw hasn't played all of the games that both of them have played this year. But I do think that Jaw can be a better player. I think Jaw can beat both of these guys 1-on-1. Honestly, I think that Jaw can beat both of these guys 1-on-1. But he's for a start bench cut like this, I can't put Jaw anywhere on here because his stats don't compare to these two like this season.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. The next one it's the bigger guys. I went big this time. So
Big.
Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. For me, I'm starting Giannis. I'm gonna start. No, sorry, I messed it up. I'm benching Giannis, starting Jokic.
Okay.
Jokic has been proving he's the best player in the league right now, statistically wise. First, he's on this. If he wins this, that's his 3rd straight. Before that was Giannis with 2 straight. But I think Jokic has been better recently. Giannis has been getting hurt a little bit, but he's still a beast, and that's why I have him at my bench. I'm benching Giannis. He's probably right behind him as consistently one of the best players in the league.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna cut Joel Embiid because fuck him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm starting Giannis. I'm benching
Jokic.
Jokic.
Yeah, the Joker.
Jokic.
Just say the Joker.
Joker. Okay, and then cutting Joel
Good.
because
Dang, from the
Joel.
76ers.
He's a Philly, bro. It's a Philly.
Okay, fuck Joel. I guess.
I hate him so much.
I don't know. I'm riding with you.
For me, I gotta start Giannis. I think Giannis is the better. I mean, on top of Jokic winning back-to-back MVPs, Giannis has won back-to-back MVP,
Yeah.
and Giannis is more athletic. Like that's the main reason for starting Giannis. Giannis is more athletic. He gets to the basket a little bit easier than Jokic does. Jokic has more stats because like better stats with assists and rebounds because Jokic is the best player on the Nuggets, whereas Giannis is the best player on the Bucks, obviously, but Giannis has a little bit more help, especially with Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton as well. Whenever you think Nuggets, you just think Jokic and maybe Jamal Murray. Honestly, I can't really think of anybody
Yeah.
else on the Nuggets. Uh, then I'm gonna bench Jokic for the simple fact that he's literally number one in MVP voting right now, and Giannis is number two, but Giannis is more athletic. Jokic is gonna get benched for me because he's just that guy. He's gonna get it done more than Embiid. But I mean, I don't say F Embiid. I would say that Embiid is actually definitely in like this is the top three like centers. I mean,
Big
Giannis is
man.
more
Top
of a
three
power
big men.
forward. Giannis is
Yeah.
a power forward, but these are the top three big men in the league, and like Embiid deserves to be on there. Embiid is third in MVP voting right now,
Mhm.
so you really just have the top three MVP votes for this, and
Yeah.
Embiid is actually a super good center. Like I've never had any problems with Embiid. I think that he's funny. I think that he is a great center nonetheless. But whenever you're comparing him to Giannis, who Giannis has beat him multiple times, and Jokic, who is just now the back-to-back MVPs, you can't put Embiid on there. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Only the Philly fans in the comments are gonna put Embiid on. They'll probably start Embiid, honestly.
I can't wait for that comment, bro. These three guys in their mom's basement, dude.
Okay, it's actually the attic. Oh.
Yeah, for everyone out there, this is actually my upstairs. So you're wrong. For all those Philly fans that hate us so much.
We can't have basements in Florida anyway, so I
But
mean,
your start bench was the same one for like the big man.
I
same?
just I just flipped them.
Oh, you had Giannis at start.
Yeah, I started on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll make
so
sure I get that
basically the
right.
same. We just flipped the first two.
All right. So you're the same as Nick's. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So that's start bench cut. And right after that, we're gonna have the NBA games of the week. So I'm gonna pull up my ESPN real quick. I have them. My first. So really, the games don't start back up till Thursday. So for our next episode, I'm gonna have games of the weekend. It's just gonna be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and this one's gonna be Thursday and Friday. So I have two games each. For Thursday, my first game is Nuggets at Cavs. Nuggets at Cavs. Obviously the young Cavaliers team versus this dominant every year Nuggets team. But the Nuggets are 41-18 right now. I think they're leading the West. I think they passed
Yeah, they're
the
first.
Grizzlies. And then the Cavs are 38-23. Who do I think is gonna win?
Nuggets.
You think Nuggets?
Yeah.
John, what do you?
I think the guy with the Denver Nugget jeans are gonna be happy because they're gonna win this.
I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go Cavs.
Yeah.
Big Cavs guy over here.
The Denver Nuggets jeans guy ain't gonna like that, Mike. So.
I'm sorry. But my next game that day is Grizzlies at 76ers. Two top teams of both sides facing off. I'm going Grizzlies on this one. I think John Morant's gonna beat out Joel Embiid, the Sixers.
Yeah, I feel like Philly's on their little revenge tour as a city. But I just think they're gonna keep on losing. So give me Memphis. So
Yeah, Memphis.
All right, cool.
did he wait, he actually picked his team this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time
We'll
I
go
pick
against
every time we all vote the same thing, that team wins actually. So
Oh,
Obviously.
I thought it was the other way around.
He knows he's taking his notes. Well, anyway,
against the call statistics.
anyway, that brings us to Friday. The first game is Heat at Bucks. Heat getting Kevin Love to improve their team. He's not as good as he used to be, obviously, but still a valid player, still a strong player to get. But they are facing the hard Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Giannis Antetokounmpo Bucks team. I don't think Kevin Love's gonna change anything with that, so I'm going Bucks.
Yeah, since I'm a Orlando fan now, I don't like the Heat, so I just got to go against the Heat. So give me Bucks. Also, I got Bucks either way if I didn't like them. So, or if I liked them. So,
Cool,
Give
cool,
me the
cool.
Bucks.
Bucks. I guess the Bucks are gonna win.
Yeah, I think the Bucks. Wait, what?
I guess the Bucks are gonna win since we all voted for the Bucks.
Oh yeah, yeah, they will. And on top of that, for all the viewers listening, John actually was a big Heat fan, so I don't know what he's talking about.
no, I'm an Orlando fan. My foot's caught up
switched.
in the wire, bro.
I know he switched, but he was big.
Caught up in the wire.
Oh, dude. Anyway, we'll bring us to our next game. The last game is Kings at Clippers. Strong Kings team facing the new Clippers team. I think Russ will be playing by then.
Yeah.
The Kings 32-25, and the Clippers are 33-28. It's at Clippers. De'Aaron Fox versus Kawhi, Russ, and Paul George. Domantas Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox. Let's see. I'm gonna go Clippers. Yeah, I'm gonna go Clippers.
Yeah, I want to see the beacon get light up. So give me the
Clippers. The Kings.
the Kings.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Nick.
I gotta agree with John here. I'm gonna go with the Kings.
Okay, I want to see this Clippers team succeed, dude. So that's why I'm going for them. I like all their players that they have.
Yeah, who doesn't, man? They have great players.
They're the
So do the
superior LA team
Kings.
so
I
far
want to see
right
the
now.
Kings succeed. I'd rather see the Kings succeed than the Clippers, honestly. And I really like Kawhi, but
No, I don't. I like the Kings players. I like Sabonis. I like De'Aaron Fox, but these players, players in the Clippers outweigh the players in the Kings, in my opinion.
yeah, but the franchises. I'm looking more at the franchise. I want to see the Kings succeed rather than the Clippers. Who the Clippers keep failing, and the Kings haven't been to the playoffs since what, like 2005?
That they keep failing as well. Then
Yeah, but they haven't got a chance to fail in the playoffs because they haven't been.
they had DeMarcus Cousins. They failed him.
He didn't go to the playoffs.
Exactly. They failed him.
That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the
Wasted
Clippers.
potential topic.
Yeah, which it will be for sure.
Okay. Anyways, that's gonna end it for that. The next topic we have for today is the countdown. The countdown we have today is best dunkers of all time.
It's a Mount Rushmore.
Sorry, that's Mount Rushmore. I'm taking it back. We have the Mount Rushmore. My bad. Which is best dunkers all time. John, let's start with you.
All right, so give me Vince Carter. And by the
Good.
way, I did go on the internet to look these up, so
That's fine.
you know, I do my research. So give me Vince Carter. Give me Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Dominic Willis, isn't that how you say it?
Dominic Willis.
And then Julius.
It's Wilkins.
Wilkins.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Wilkins. Dominic Wilkins.
And then
Dominic-
Julius Everling. What was that?
Julius Irving
Yeah,
or Irvin. Sorry, Irving.
Irving. I had it spelled.
It's
right
Irving.
here. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Nick.
That's
What
my-
about
those
you?
are my guys.
That was good. That's a good one.
John, you should pick like
You and John the same one.
no. Actually, Vince Carter. Obviously, he's at the top of the list. John's looking at his best dunker, probably of all time. He's known for his dunking,
Yeah.
and known for being old. And then on top of that, you got Dominique Wilkins, one of the best dunkers ever. And I remember playing 2K. Always use that man's dunk package because they're incredible. And at the time, like whenever he was playing, dunking became big because of him. Like that's, around that time, especially. After that, give me Kobe Bryant, one of the best dunkers of all time, honestly. Like that's why I have him on this list. And give me his counter partner, Shaquille O'Neal. Man got a nasty dunk. Man's gonna dunk on you and swing over your face and then land right on top of you. That's just Shaq for you. I mean, he's a big guy. He's not gonna have the flashiest of dunks like Kobe would, but he's going to get the job done. He's going to break the backboard glass like he's done multiple times.
Yeah, that's a good list too. For me, my first one is Vince Carter, obviously. I think that's all on every one of ours list, followed by Dominic Wilkins. Those are the two that are among everyone's. But after that, I have Michael Jordan. I'm agreeing with John. I have Michael Jordan. I think like he's one he's known for dunks too. Like, come on, it's MJ.
He's known for his dunks, but Kobe had better dunks.
I don't know. I think Michael Jordan was better, and that brings me to my last one.
I don't know. I don't know what makes you say that.
My last one. I'm gonna go LeBron. I think LeBron has flashy dunks. He's just a dunk. He's a great dunker. I like watching LeBron dunk.
He's a great dunker. That would be an honorable mention.
Yep, but that's mine. I had my honorable mention as Blake Griffin as well. I liked watching Blake Griffin in his prime at LA dunk.
Yeah, but after LA and after like Dunk City ended, or sorry, Lob City, you never heard about Blake Griffin dunking like that ever again.
Yeah, but his time in LA, he was a very good dunker.
Yeah, he was, but definitely does not deserve to be on the Rushmore, in my opinion.
Yeah, no. But the next one we have, that ends Mount Rushmore, by the way. We are going into an in the air. I didn't know if this would be. It could be that. Is that a debate topic or that's a debate? Should athletes try in the All-Star game?
No.
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 You don't think so?
I mean, it's all right. It's 50-50. If you're like the NFL and it's the end of the season, what do you have to lose? You know? Yeah, if you tear your ACL or you're gonna be out for the season. But like, I think with the way they have it now, they lined up, it's kind of hard to get injured. So why not go full out? You know?
Yeah.
Baseball, NBA, NHL, mid-season, I could understand why you wouldn't want to go full strength because that is middle of the season.
Yeah.
And not to mention after that All-Star game, that's the pinnacle of your season, bro. That's whenever teams start getting eliminated. That's when teams starts getting, like some teams are in do or die mode in that situation. So if you get hurt, if you're a star player, which if you're in the All-Star game, you're a star player, and you get hurt for your set team, that's just gonna hurt your team.
Yeah.
So I think it just determines on like what time of the year it is. So yes and no.
All right.
But
I would have to say that I kind of agree with John in the sense that okay, I just want to look at each league real fast. NFL Pro Bowl absolutely sucks because nobody tries. And I mean, I don't know how to fix that because they used to have the Pro Bowl come after the Super Bowl, but now it's before. I would say take it after the Super Bowl again, but that didn't help it back then, anyways. So, I mean, I think coming from a fan standpoint, yes, the NFL needs to have their Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl and everybody freaking tries, like actually tries. And it doesn't even have to be 100% trying. You can do like 90%. They play it like 50, 70%. Like that. It's not
even. They don't even play like 50.
Yeah.
I don't even say.
Well, I mean, it's still football. I mean, we're not like with football though. The flag football that was stupid. That wasn't even trying.
That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible.
Yeah. But I do want to add this though. I'm sorry. But why don't they put it in the middle of the season? It'll be a bye week.
Because not every team has the same bye week.
But it would just be a bye week for every team.
On top of that, you still don't like if it's in the middle of the season, you don't know who's the best in the middle of an NFL season.
That's true. But yeah, all right. But I do agree with after the Super Bowl though. That is, I don't know why it changed.
On top of that, with NFL middle of the season, you're like at like 8 games. NBA, MLB, you're through like 40 something games by that point. Like obviously,
MLB is like even there's double that, like 80.
There's no like an incentive to win it. Like MLB back in the day, like if your set league won the All-Star game, you'd have home field advantage for the World Series. I don't know how it was with the NBA or NHL or whatever, but like there's no incentives now.
For football, there is nothing. But basketball, they do charities now, which that's my point. Basketball, the past couple of years, they started trying more. I'd say like a little more, but this year they did not. They like don't even play defense, which like makes it not like that's not fun to watch. Like play at least 50%.
Like it's like a little.
like play at least 50% hard
Did they
on
do the
defense.
score thing again this year, or did they play like a full game? It was like
It's a full game. Like they do a full game, but like
right.
they kept score after every quarter, and then they started from 0. But they also had the full score like at the top.
That's stupid, bro. Like
I
that's
don't
just
really
too
understand
much,
that,
bro.
but like I said, they did it for a charity, which kind of changed it a little more. Like players played to try to get these kids money, or whoever the charity was money. But this year just they weren't that just like went out the window. They didn't care anymore. Like no one like there was a couple like block shots like because no one was trying. Like they're just drilling. Oh, you blocked me. Oh well. But play some defense. Like half the players like half players getting like 20 plus points is come on. Play some defense, make it more interesting. With
Yeah,
football,
you just let Jason Tatum drop 55 on
did like that. Do you let Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown drop 30 plus each? But with football, I agree with John with that. Like play, I agree with both of you. Not play your hardest, but play. Like play.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have
It's
fun,
end of the
but
year.
play.
Like yes, there's a chance of you getting hurt, but like it's end of the year. You have a whole off season
It's
to
flag
somewhat
football.
kind of get like healthy. If it's like a twisted ankle, oh well, you get healthy the rest of the but tear ACL that sucked.
Yeah.
But that's just a risk. That's the risk. Like make it fun for the fans to watch. Like these skills competitions, yeah, they're fun, but that they're coming to watch the best of the best play together into one game. They don't want to watch you play flag football. Like come
like
on.
I said in a previous podcast, the concept is there. The concept is if it were to play out, it would be the greatest games we've ever seen, like in our lives. But
Mhm.
it'll never come. That's in a perfect world. Like the reality is that'll
In a
never.
utopia.
So what
Yeah.
I'm hearing is All-Star games for me at least are 1 for 2, with NHL being the only like good
I
one
think
so
no,
far.
I think baseball is still good.
I mean
Because
they haven't had it yet this year. I'm
they
talking about
haven't
this season.
oh this season
Yeah, they're 1 for 2.
I did
Baseball
like
could
I didn't love the All-Star game for basketball. I liked it literally just because both my teams played. That the only reason I liked it is because
yeah,
both my teams players
but
did
I'm just talking
really
about like
good.
as a fan
As a
of
Thing
fan
with
basketball.
though,
like
like
the MLB All Star Game,
they
baseball is
still no because like
baseball is
not
baseball. You
trying in
can't.
that they're still trying.
No, like
They're still trying. Like
It's hard to
baseball.
not try in baseball. Like that's what I'm saying. It's hard to not try in baseball
Yeah, I
because
know that's the
you have
thing.
to actually try. Like
That's why I think baseball is still good.
but everybody gets to play in
Like
baseball as
everyone,
well.
yeah, but yeah, everyone
So
tries in baseball, so I still think that's good. Like you're still seeing the best of us play.
also they have some great games in the past. Like they're I don't
Yeah, the
ever
baseball
since I
All Star game I think is good.
oh yeah
Hockey All Star tournament because the tournament I
yeah
think is good.
yeah
And then yeah,
and
it's
NBA
I'd
is
say it's 1 for 3 in All Star games.
1 for 3.
Hockey was good. Basketball and football were mid. No, football sucked. Basketball was mid.
Okay.
And we'll see what baseball's like this upcoming
Yeah.
season.
Which they where's it at this year? Is it in Philly? I think it no, or no.
You know what baseball should do since it's not like determining who's home for
what?
so whoever wins like the National League and then they do a pool from I don't know if this is they already do it. They do a pool from that like conference of where the All-Star city will be.
No,
Like
I
say
think they each city has a bid for it. It's like it's like the Super Bowl
yeah.
almost. Like you have to bid for it and then you have to
I
do
just
it.
want like there to be a reason for them to play.
You
Like
know what's one stadium I would love to see it go back to? I
oh,
want to see it go to Boston just for the home
Fenway
run
Park.
derby. Just for the home run
That would
derby.
yeah,
That would be sick.
yeah, that would
Or
be
back to Colorado.
Colorado was cool. I did
That
like
was
Colorado.
yeah. Or Tropicana.
No, that I can't.
Just
You could not have
that
a
would
home
be
run
fun.
derby. Like
That would
there'd
be
be so
funny
many
though.
snubbed home runs.
That would be funny though. You just see Aaron Judge just hit a piss missile off the dome,
Pete
bro.
Alonso.
Oh man,
No, that would be bad.
Pete would love it, bro. That's his
Like
home. That's
I
his
would
home
like it
team.
because I can go see it, but like that would be a terrible home
has
The
the
run
All
Miami
Star
derby.
one
Game
was
ever been to Tropicana?
no.
No.
It will never. It will probably never be unless if we build a new stadium.
If they get a new stadium, then yeah, it would probably come in a couple years.
No, it'll probably come that following year since it's new.
Yeah, following or 2 years, something like
'Cause,
that. They try to get the newest stadiums first.
yeah.
I did like Washington
Washington was nice with Bryce Harper
with Bryce
winning.
Harper winning. That was awesome year.
Which
Home run derby
that
I
was
find
scripted.
is honestly one what?
No, I'm
I do
joking.
think like out of skills competition, I like home run derby the most out of skills.
Yeah, it's more like there's constant action,
Yeah.
which I wish they did more like skills comp in baseball.
Yeah, they should have like a different skills thing. They
But
can
we're getting
figure
off
something out.
topic here, man. So we gotta just
We
get
are.
back into it.
That's what happens against the call.
Man, we have Nick over here sleeping because we're talking about baseball, so we gotta kind of.
Anyways, yeah, but just put some effort into it to make it better. Like, don't try 100%. Just do something.
The best stars don't even play. Like either hurt. Nine times out of 10 they're hurt. But
if you're
like,
hurt, yeah. If you're
but
like,
like
coming off injury, don't play.
Josh Allen, why didn't he play in the Pro Bowl? He
Because
wasn't
I
hurt.
think he opted out.
Yeah, he opted out. Huh?
Because it's stupid and he didn't want to. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like if your best players don't play in when you have what Tyler Huntley playing in the Pro Bowl, come on, man.
Yeah, that's
Come
stupid
on.
too. They need
Like
football needs to fix that.
like
their voting.
seriously, you have a backup quarterback playing in the Pro Bowl.
Football needs to fix their voting, like badly.
Horrible.
There's players.
You need to fix a
players-
lot, bro.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's not
NFL
just voting. They
NFL
just-
needs the most fixing with all stars.
No, for sure.
Even Josh Jacobs, bro.
Oh my
That
god.
should get stupid.
Hey, at least Tyler Lawrence made it, which I could see.
Who?
Not Tyler, Trevor Lawrence.
I was just saying.
Yeah,
Who's
Trevor
Tyler?
Lawrence. He made it, which I mean, he was a backup, but still, he was, couldn't make an argument he was there, but
Yeah.
but yeah,
But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for In the Air. Should athletes try in All-Star games? We're gonna head into our second of our last two segments, which is the countdown most exciting sports to watch. Let's start. Who wants to go? Who
I
wants
can
to go?
start.
John, you want me to go?
So number one.
No, it's a countdown. You start from 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
start from
back.
5.
Okay. So is this professional or is this like
It's like
every sport?
like every sport, like college football and NFL count as one.
Okay.
It's just football, American football.
Okay. So for me, at number
Five.
five, give me NBA, just because I'm not a big NBA guy. I'm slowly getting into it this year,
Okay.
but that may be getting higher on the list. For number 4, give me NHL. If it's NHL, if it's the playoffs, though, it would definitely be at number 1. But regular season, it's number 4. And number 3, give me soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing explaining that. And number 2, give me MLB. Ooh, I have NFL and also college football on my mind, and I had to say.
No, it's the same thing. That's what my
Yeah,
coach.
they're both one.
Oh, okay.
just
So just give me football. Yeah, college football
like, on the
/ NFL. You can't be like it. It would mainly be college football, honestly. But
Yeah.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
my list.
I'll go next. For me, my number 5, I'm having hockey. I think hockey is super fun to watch when, like, especially playoffs. There's fights. It's
Constant action.
Constant action. Yeah. And number 4, I'm going basketball. Mainly because I played it and I get the game. I love watching it. Playoff basketball is super fun to watch. Number 3, I'm going baseball. Like I said with the last one, I grew up playing it, so I understand the sport very well. I learned to love the sport. Watching your team in baseball is one of the most playing the playoffs is one of the most exciting things to do, to watch. And
Especially when your team doesn't make it in like what 205 years. So
yeah. My number 2 though, going UFC / combat sports. I think it's one of the most entertaining. I do think it's one of the most entertaining
I
to
totally forgot
watch.
about that.
Seeing people just like fuck the shit out of each other, dude. It's so it's so much fun. UFC, I think, is more entertaining than boxing if we're doing that. But any combat sport is fun to watch. You grow to watch these fighters. Like, you turn to like them, and then you see them fighting someone you absolutely hate. You just want to see them just beat their ass, dude.
In
Like,
our
you're
blood, bro.
Yeah,
It's
it's
barbaric, bro.
you like
It's
just seeing them fight it
our
out. It's
ancestors,
like
man.
seeing then even like the coming up into the fight, the shit talking. Conor McGregor is shit talking everyone. It's so entertaining to watch. And then my number 1, I'm going American football. I think it's America's sport now. You're seeing it's kind of like combat sports. You're seeing everyone just like tackle each other, get hurt, and scoring. But yeah, that's mine.
You saw tackling people and getting hurt.
That-
That makes it fun. people
do
getting hurt.
You
That's
like
fun.
seeing grown men hitting each other.
I just
Yeah.
like seeing grown sweaty men just tackle each other and get on top of each other, bro. Like that. Like I like that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. My honorable mention will be UFC. I have it as an honorable mention because I actually wanted to put it on my list, but I haven't watched enough of it for it to be on this list. At my number 5, I'm gonna have WWE. I was playing. Number 5, I'm gonna have soccer. Soccer is actually fun to watch, and I played it throughout most of my life, so I understand how it works. And I'm just now kind of getting into it, so I definitely put it up there. At my number 4, I'm gonna have baseball. It's at my 4 because I like understand how the game works, and I can and like watching it. I enjoy watching the postseason and things like that, and I plan on watching more of it in the future. But it's very slow paced, and it's hard to watch like the entire thing if you're watching two teams that you don't really care for. It's like, eh.
You
But if you're
can't
watching,
you can't watch two teams that you don't care for.
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
if I'm watching like the White Sox versus like the Diamondbacks, I'm not gonna really care. But if I'm watching like the Bills versus the Bears, like I'm gonna like enjoy watching every second of it, and I care zero about either team. But other than that, my 3, I'm gonna have hockey. Hockey is a great sport to watch. You can watch it like throughout the entire year, and it's fun, especially like regular season. Like you feel like in seasons where the season's long, like not a lot of the regular season games like matter. They matter, but they really don't. So watching it can still be fun, but playoff hockey is definitely one of the best playoff experiences in all of national sports for America. And then on number 2, I'm gonna have basketball. Basketball is like one of my favorite sports to watch, college and professional. If you know the mechanics of the game and you're able to like know the players, and there's like Michael says, like like a lot of sports is made by the shit talking, a lot of stuff that happens off the field. Basketball, there's a lot that happens off the field and there's a lot of storylines in basketball too that make it a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Number 1, football. It's American sport. It's the best sport to watch. There's no other sport that I want to watch. There's no other sport that you wait an entire year in excitement for. Like I cannot wait for August to start. And even whenever it's week 0 in college football and there's like 2 crappy teams playing, you still can't wait to watch it because it's football's back, and like it's almost like waiting for Christmas. Like that's what it's like. It's like Christmas Day countdown, but it's like
Yeah.
college football countdown, NFL countdown. One of the best experiences ever.
I mean, you still
Yeah.
got the XFL and USFL.
Yeah, which is great. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't count the USFL. I don't plan on really watching any of that. Like I may watch a little bit, but I'm definitely into the XFL because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Orlando team.
Oh my god, Orlando looked terrible, dude.
we
Hey,
can.
It's
probably-
game
we'll-
one. It's game
We'll
one.
probably
It's
talk
game
about
one.
more about that in the next
Yeah,
episode.
it's game
but,
one, bro. So I'm not even stressing about it. But
But
damn.
anyways, that wraps up the countdown, and it's gonna have us head into our last segment of the day, draft day, where we're doing best actors, so male actors. We'll probably have actresses later because there's a lot of good actresses too. But we're gonna do
Sexist.
there. I think there's
I will say we should have done genres for this, but it's okay.
hey, that can be another draft, different draft. There's best actors, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the draft board. Let's see. With the first pick, it it goes to me, Mike.
Honestly, I am happy for that. Actually,
Yeah, I was kind
I
of
still think we need to have an investigation on that, though.
dude. You're literally right next to me. You're watching it. The second pick goes to. Oh, this is close. This is close. Nick.
yeah.
Mike
I'm
is the
fine with
second
that.
pick, and John is finally the last pick of the draft. Okay, with the first pick, who do I want to go? There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, we're picking from a pool of like 2,000.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
There's so many.
A lot of options.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Will Ferrell.
what the hell, man? The first round, dude. I was hoping I was gonna like just grab that. Oh my.
Dude, I love Will Ferrell. He's like one of
Yeah.
the funniest actors.
All right, if we're sticking with comedy first round, give me Adam Sandler.
Damn. All right, John.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. All right, let me go through the
My boy.
rounds
Not
real
that
quick.
Scientology stuff though, but he's my boy.
With the first pick, Mike takes Will Ferrell. Nick takes Adam Sandler. John takes Tom Cruise. Now John is starting off the second
All right,
round
man.
with
I got you. I got you. So I don't care if he was on Epstein's Island. Give me Tom Hanks.
damn it. I was
Yeah.
gonna do that.
All right, right after that, with my second pick, give me the GOAT, Robin Williams.
Damn it.
R.I.P.
I thought I was gonna get him later, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next pick.
Robin Williams, damn. That was hard. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with my next pick. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leo. All right. That round goes with the first pick of round 2. John takes Tom Hanks. Second pick, Nick takes Robin Williams. Third pick, I take Leonardo DiCaprio. With my next pick, I'm going to go. I'm going to go with a GOAT of acting. One of the GOATs, Denzel Washington.
All right, solid. All right, John.
All right.
No, Nick, you're
No,
up.
yeah, it's you.
Oh, it's me. Give me Morgan Freeman.
I was debating between him and Denzel when I was doing it.
All right. Hey, I need y'all to keep my wife's name out your freaking mouth. Give me Will Smith.
That's good. He is a great actor. All right, that round starts off round 3. Denzel Washington. Second pick, Nick takes Morgan Freeman. John takes Will Smith. All right, John, go ahead.
Give me Brad Pitt.
All right.
Classic. All right, right after that, give me Johnny Depp.
There's a lot of all these people I think I'm gonna get later.
Bro, you really think you're gonna get Johnny Depp late rounds, bro?
I thought I was gonna take I was literally gonna
Come
take
on.
him at 4. I was gonna take him right here. But I'm gonna go with you know what? I'm gonna go with the Indiana Jones, Mr. Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I was gonna take him, but I don't know.
Harrison Ford with Indiana Jones and
Star Wars.
yeah, and Star Wars, dude.
And
Let's
Blade
go. Oh wait, let me go over the round. This round, Brad Pitt was taken at 1, Johnny Depp at 2, and Harrison Ford at 3. With my last pick, I am going to go with. Oh, this is hard. I'll go with Robert De Niro.
All right, give me Keanu Reeves.
All right.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves, you said,
yeah.
and John Robert Downey Jr. All right. That round goes Robert De Niro, Keanu Reeves, and Robert Downey Jr. Let's go over the teams real quick. Team Mike consists Will Ferrell, Leonardo DiCaprio, Denzel Washington, Harrison Ford, and Robert De Niro. Team Nick, Adam Sandler, Robin Williams, Morgan Freeman, Johnny Depp, Keanu Reeves. Team John, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Will Smith, Brad Pitt, Robert Downey Jr. Dang, all these are really good teams. Not gonna lie.
I
We're
think.
gonna have to redo this draft with certain genres next time.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that before we film, but
Maybe you should have. I probably would have definitely said that.
There's really no winner here. Like,
I think there is.
Yeah, he thinks Michael
yeah,
won.
for sure.
I think I won, especially with the last pick, Keanu Reeves. Man, that was a complete steal.
Robert De Niro with my last pick, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. for mine. Like,
Whenever we put this out and whenever we have a poll that's like who won, our generation, Robert De Niro, Denzel.
Dude,
Washington,
what? Robert De Niro's a goat.
They are, and I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying our generation. They're our main following.
Hey, I see. 60 plus. We see you though. We see you.
yeah. And I see other comments too. So
We miss Dingle's comments though. Dingles,
Yeah, I
we
miss
miss you.
Dingle's comments, bro. I mean, in part, we haven't had a Dingle's comment because we haven't really been posting our drafts or anything. So
Yeah, we're gonna get back on that though. Our editors will be coming back. Do not worry.
they're on
Yes.
a little vacation. So,
They're on
you
a
know.
little vacation.
sent them to Cancun.
We said that we felt
Paid
we felt a
vacation
little
as well.
nice.
Yeah.
Little
Paid
celebration
vacation
with our
so.
$27 made.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of
Anyways,
that, Use code against the call
Yep, that's what I was about to
www.w.gg.
w.gg and use code ATC for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek right here. Go like up our ad for W. We have an ad coming out for SeatGeek tonight, tomorrow.
It's gonna be when we film this tonight.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
the day we're filming this. So
while
It'll
you're
already be
drinking
out. It'll
Dubby,
already be out by the time you guys hear this.
yeah.
yep,
While you're drinking Dubby, buy tickets off SeatGeek with our code.
ATC
But
all
make
caps.
sure when you buy the W, use our code as well.
Yep, against
So,
the call for 10% off your first
definitely.
purchase. Anyway, that's going to wrap up today's episode of Against the Call, episode 24.
It's 23,
cor-
by the way.
yep. What?
It's 23, by the way. You said 24 at the beginning.
Well, technically it is 24.
But the way that we're going with it, special
All right.
episodes won't count.
Okay, so it's 23 without specials, 24
So at the
with
beginning, you guys are gonna hear Against the Call episode, and it's gonna be Michael with a voiceover 23.
Yeah, maybe not. Anyways, thank you guys
Just
so
a
much for
blooper.
listening, and we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.